the type to leave me drowning when I'm down. I even had your back, yeah, when you was out. I was sticking by your side when nobody was around. I know I'm better off without you and all this fake love, fake love. I don't need this fake love.
Freak, are you kidding me?
Type to leave me drowning when I'm down. I even had your back, yeah, when you was out. I was sticking by your side when nobody was around. I know I'm better off without you and all this fake love, fake love. I don't need this fake love.
Freak, are you kidding me?
Yo, welcome back to the Void Podcast. Every weekly on Sundays and Thursdays now. I'm always joined with my brother, Big G. How you feeling today, bro?
I'm all right, Joe, man. Slow motion.
How your week going so far?
It's been pretty good, man. That Thursday show did a lot for the views and all that good stuff. What I'm finna say, but last night that at the fight,
Yep.
I know that was pretty big. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it, but I had a feeling Crawford was gonna pull it out, whatever.
Okay.
But some people there was talking about the show, and other than that, man, everything been pretty good, man. I left my knee thing here, so my knee been killing me all week. So
That sucks right there. No leg day, huh?
Right.
Okay. It wouldn't be a show without Miss Panda joining us again on this lovely Sunday. How your Sunday going so far, Miss Panda?
Thanks for asking.
Okay, anything new for the week or anything like that, or?
Goodness, just some new adventures. I'm a traveling nurse, so I think I might go to Wisconsin or Iowa.
Okay.
Up a little bit.
I gotta get you on the show, Moni.
Okay, cool. And then we have a new person coming to the Void family, making her debut today, Miss Reese. How you feeling today?
Virgin to the mic.
Virgin to the mic. We're going to bless you together, though. We're going to get you together, though. You got any plans for the week or anything like that, or any weekend plans that you did already?
Not really. It's literally slow motion over on my end, seriously.
Okay.
When I'm off work, I'm chilling. I got 2 cats. So
They keep you busy, huh? What's your cat's name?
Halo and Theo.
That's pretty interesting, though.
How old are you, young mind me asking?
35.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're hella young.
So we got an action-packed show, though. We're going to get it started right away, though.
Hold on. You want to talk about the up-and-coming stuff we're doing?
All right, come on. I'm looking
All
at
right,
it.
so anybody out there listening, we're going to do a blind date thing. We pay for the date, but the only thing about it, y'all have to be very detailed about what happened. So if y'all suck, it didn't work out, somebody ran up on y'all, the ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, baby mama, baby daddy, got attacked by a cat, dog, whatever.
Right.
You got to tell us about it, but we will pay for it. You ain't going to Capitol Grill. That ain't happening.
Right.
But we'll pay for it. Then we got a paternity test thing we're going to do, too. So if you feel like the baby ain't yours, man or woman,
Okay.
we're going to do that on the show.
The
and we're
woman,
looking for a certain boy. Yeah, you know, women, they don't want their kids either sometimes. And when it comes to, we're going to take the show on the road. We probably going to go to one that cigar lounge downtown in Washington. And because I know a guy who know people down there, we probably do a show down there.
Okay.
And probably do some on-the-spot interviews, you know, ask questions about relationships or, you know, anything on the world, you know, economy, money, sex, drugs, whatever, you know what I'm saying, talk about. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be coming your way.
What
the fuck?
But we would, yo, that one up.
Man, I wasn't expecting that, bro. Man, Make sure you use that when we talk about this topic
I
coming
got
up.
you though, man.
Man.
So, we first topic today though. It's gonna be a very interesting one though. I want to go in very detail about it though. So we're gonna go around the table, one at a time. we're gonna definitely touch on this topic real well. So the first topic is, do y'all believe in women intuition? If so, why does it not work when you first meet a guy? So I'm gonna start with the new ladies today though. I'm gonna ask her right off the back what's her views on that though. So Ms. Reese, what you think about that though? Women intuition, is it real?
I mean, I believe everyone has intuition, male or female.
Okay.
I think we just label it women's intuition more so when we got a hunch that our significant other is doing some shit. You know what I mean? So I think men have it. They just don't tap into it more. Y'all just kind of go with the flow. You know what I mean? Y'all just let whatever happen and move on, which I guess that's a good thing essentially. But
Okay.
I think we just pay more attention to it.
Okay, cool. So when you meet it, well, I guess yours is a little bit different, but if you meet a person, do your intuition basically kicks in right away?
Absolutely. I kind of really take heed to people's energy, how I meet you, the first thing, how our interactions are.
Okay.
So I can kind of call bullshit right off the bat.
Okay, so you smell it from a mile away.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I know if I'm dealing with somebody who kind of on some just, you know what I mean. I'm got a few years in the game, so I know what's going on out here.
Really, you gonna clap for that shit?
It's
Really?
real though. It's real. What about you, Miss Panda?
Oh my god.
Hold on real quick. Greg, you got something to say about that?
Nah, I let her go because
You gonna let her go?
get ready to hit the boo button for this one. Okay. So go ahead, man.
Greg,
All right, though, Miss
I came
Panda.
in peace and love.
I do
Okay,
too. I
peace.
chose
Today,
violence at 10 o'clock.
You chose violence.
And
Oh,
I'm gonna stop it at noon.
we on violence. Okay, so I believe that women do, and I think everybody, just like she says, have intuition about somebody, right? However, depending on how they look, you may decide to override their feeling,
Right.
or be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna risk it, I'm gonna risk it all, and then it's like you taking a chance, but you could choose to pay attention to it, or you turn the other cheek. Maybe you feel like they worth going through the drama and the BS, so you might just, you pay attention to it,
Red flag.
and
thing.
then everybody get their red flag, like, oh, leave them alone. But then you might say, you know what, let me see if I can better them or something. Like, you just put your neck on the line sometimes, but sometimes it'll be the wrong decision.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this: do your intuition ever kicks in right away when you meet a person?
Yes.
Do you act upon it though, or do you suppress it?
Ooh.
That's a good one right there, right? You wanna
That
rate
is, because depending on
Okay.
who they are, maybe
Okay.
if it just depends on what time I'm on, and
Okay.
then I might be like, oh, okay, I guess I should run, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go forward anyway.
Okay.
And then later on, you be like, dang, why I do that? I should have left their ass alone. But it is what it is. You live and learn.
Okay.
You only live one time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Here we go.
We're gonna give it to it though.
Oh my god.
What you got for us, man? What you got for us?
That shit ain't real.
It ain't
No,
real?
it's not real.
Okay, why not?
And I forgot to tell people in TV land, if you have any questions, call up here about these questions we asked at 515-599-1687. I'll put it in the comments in a second. Women intuition is a bunch of bullshit at the end of the day. It only worked when the dude doing some stupid shit.
Right.
Because if you keep doing the same routine, she ain't got nothing to look for.
Okay.
It's when you do something different. So if you went from cutting grass, shoveling snow to not doing nothing, now her antenna's up. You go from fucking every other day to once a week, her antenna's up. You start using lotion or wash your ass more. Eating out more, coming home with food from other people made, whatever.
Okay.
It's not true, because if it's true, they would use it the day they met a dude. Cause they can't pick up on the shit, because women believe what they hear, not what they see. Then why you think so many women date dudes that's in jail?
Right.
Because they tell them that bullshit they want to hear.
Right.
But the dude that inbox says wants some pussy, they be like, nah, I ain't. But that's the thing you probably want to listen to.
Right.
He the real one. Everybody else gonna sell some bullshit.
Right.
I think the intuition came just a way to to get women liberated and feel good about the fucked up decisions that they make. That's what I think it is. My intuition showed told. Then why you didn't follow the first day you met the dude?
Right.
Because you could be in a crowded room and see a white dude look crazy like that motherfucker look crazy. But today is the day you don't know Tyrone gonna cheat on you 16 times.
Right.
Man, stop playing, man. That shit ain't real. And when it comes to dudes with it, she right. Dudes don't really we don't really tap into it because dudes probably cheating anyway. So it's like, fuck for it. You know what you gonna tap into it for anyway. But the dudes who don't cheat, which I don't know why, they probably like the same thing. Some type of intuition come up or. Her pussy ain't squirting no more. Or she don't suck it so long, or she don't do it no more. Or she sleep on the couch more or something. Then but other than that, dudes kind of stupid. Like they don't really pay attention to a lot of shit for real. Cause we be in our own little world about stuff. But that's the dudes that women be talking about. Them Facebook posts like a dude who can he take the same pain he put on a woman?
Right.
Of course he can, because he don't understand women. If you understand women, why would you be mad?
Right.
Because you understand if you do drugs, what's going to happen. You understand you rob bank, what's going to happen. So you don't understand women, you're going to be mad.
Okay.
So people don't talk about that shit too much. But that intuition, I always said that was some bullshit once I got older. Like, hold on, so you didn't know I was going to do this? But you're supposed to be smarter than me.
Right.
So, and then if they mature faster than us, that ain't true either, because they make more mistakes than we do.
Right.
Come on, man. Now, where my clap?
Well, I ain't asked you second part. I ain't asked you second part yet, though.
Oh, okay.
So second part is like, have a woman ever used intuition on you before at the beginning? See, I want to hear that though. That's interesting.
No,
right.
Because as a dude, you supposed to lie.
Okay.
You cannot go into no
That's the
female.
problem, too, though.
Yeah, you do not go to no female with that truth serum shit. It won't work.
So you don't think females can handle the truth?
Fuck no.
Why
No,
not?
man. Women cannot take the truth. I'm telling you. If a dude meet a female like we doing a dating show,
Right.
and the dude, they hit it off real good, and they off the show, we got them together, whatever.
Okay.
And he tell her, and 3 months went by, they been fucking, going out kicking it. And then he tell her, well, she called him like, I'm finna come on spend the night and bring a night bag.
Right.
About this new lingerie I want you to read. Like, bet, but I got something to tell you though.
Mm-hmm.
Now she wants to be his man. She
Right.
want to be his woman. I mean, if he tell her, I'm still fucking with my ex-baby mama every now and then, and I don't think I can just stop fucking with her. Her pussy way too good.
Right.
She not coming to his house.
You
The
don't think so?
relationship is over, and that was true. Now let the roles reverse. If a girl tell a dude that shit, like, okay, still come through. Because now we playing for what it's worth.
Right.
They don't know how to play for what it's worth because they too emotional about shit.
Okay.
And they are loyal to their emotions. That's the problem. That's what separates us from each other.
Okay.
If men was like women and we allowed loyal to our emotions, the world would like be a disarray.
Be different.
Everybody go crazy. So somebody got to be the like, nah, I'm not doing that
Right.
bullshit. That don't even make sense. So the intuition bullshit, that is bullshit, bro. I can't wait to hear what you got to say.
You can't. Somebody you know that they just gonna be like, oh, I know they gonna cheat. You would have to be
As a
some kind
man,
of
you
oracle
can.
to know
As a
that.
man, you can.
But-
I'm gonna tell you a secret, like we told her last week. Dark skinned women are very aggressive.
Wow.
Brown skinned women talk too much, and light skinned girls ain't shit. All right, go ahead, Joey.
Isn't it horrible?
Oh my God.
Isn't it horrible?
Well, that's
that
very
is
interesting
terrible.
right there. As far as my opinion on like women intuition, I do believe that it comes. I don't think women intuition is really real. I think it's just a feeling you have. Everybody has that same
Thank
feeling
you.
though.
Good God,
I think a lot of women they use that because usually women they go with their gut a lot, and usually their gut always never let them wrong. So they call it a form of women intuition, as one of the old folk tell. I don't think it's look. I think it's just kind of like, a reality check that you got with yourself, though. You kind of sit back and think back, and you be like, this motherfucker think I'm stupid or something, or you think I'm playing. But I'm just saying they be knowing the truth though, because they see the pattern. It's just because certain things, women tend to overlook a lot of things because they feel like they want to see the good in the person all the time. I think as men, we take a lot of stuff face value. That's why we don't kind of like trip off like intuition or anything like that. I think we take it at face value. If we don't see it and it don't make sense to us, we just gonna leave it alone, or we ain't gonna fuck with it.
Well,
But as a woman, they want to. They have this syndrome inside of them where they feel like they gotta fix something.
Crazy.
It is a fix. It's a fixed syndrome though. So they think they meet somebody. You tell a person they're a cheater, they're a robber, they're a murderer, they're a killer. Well, that's how he was with you. He ain't gonna be like that with me though. That's kind of like what they want to do. They just want to.
Now, I have heard that in this generation. I have heard that. But I think, like, with age comes knowing that you cannot fix, you cannot change. You will like cut your own head off trying to like save somebody or stop them from a certain behavior.
Yeah.
It's such a time waster.
Okay.
You know, it's no point. If you get a thought, okay, in your
Right.
mind, like, oh man, this dude jacked up shit.
Right.
Okay, block, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you get that real early. You know, as you go on and you deal with people,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you don't even have the time no more. Like as you get older, you're like, look, I ain't got time for that, and you
Right.
just block them on off. You try not to even entertain them, but what you just said was very true. Some women may have what you would call a syndrome of some
What up,
sort,
brother?
where they feel like they gotta fix something, you know, but you don't have to fix it.
Right.
So I mean, I agree, but you definitely, I think you don't want to have to, you know,
Right.
be trying to fix and cure
Okay.
somebody.
So we got one of our special guests returned by committee.
All
Everybody wanted you back,
right.
man. To hear some of that more wisdom.
What up?
Our
What up?
boy
What up?
Dre.
What's your name?
Reese.
Nice to meet you, Reese. What's going on?
So, hey, Dre, I gotta ask you the question since you came in, though. We all kind of touched on it already, though.
All right.
So, you ever heard of like woman intuition, right?
Right.
Do you ever believe that's real?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, come on.
You think? Let me hear. Let me touch on the phone real
Well,
quick.
of course it is.
What you talking about?
Because we all have divinity in who we are.
Right.
We all have divinity in who we are. So women have divinity in being a woman. Absolute womanhood. I'm talking about top of the pyramid.
Right.
Absolute womanhood. And men have divinity in their manhood. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain gifts that's gonna come along with that. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you're gonna have as a woman that a man would never have. And we may reduce that to calling it woman's intuition. But it could be spiritual, it could be something that we can't even understand. Right? As a man, we can't fathom what it is because we don't have it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so we say women's intuition.
Okay, cool. Let me ask you the same question I asked Greg, though. So, you ever had a woman that used her intuition on you, though? Like, right when you first met her.
That let me know about the first one. Hey, I know what's up now. I
Yeah,
get it
when
now.
you first met, when she first
That's-
met you, and she was like, "Nah, I smell that bullshit on you, man, away, man." Just like she smelled a cologne, smell the bullshit, man, away.
I don't know, man. I mean, that's interesting. Talking about using it on somebody,
Right.
Somebody to form a like relationship.
So, like, you met a girl, you might got her number at the first, let's say, first couple of days.
Right.
She kind of say, "I got you all figured out," and so she kind of like run down your traits. Maybe not to a T.
I wouldn't
That's a
call.
goofy bitch,
See, I
dude.
wouldn't call that intuition. I wouldn't call that a woman's intuition.
Okay, let me hear that.
Because sometimes we just learn. You know what I'm saying? We got trauma. Sometimes we have trauma. We attach to things that's not really healthy for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Emotional
And so
trauma.
She could be projecting a trauma on me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Feeling like she got me red and she know me and all of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I talk about women intuition, I'm thinking about like a woman that really is locked in with herself. I don't talk about reading
Right.
men and
Right,
reading
right.
niggas and knowing how niggas. I don't
Right.
even talk about that. I'm
So you think
talking
it's
about
deeper?
Deeper,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they can center themselves as a woman, know what their purpose is in the world, know how they can heal, right? How
Right.
a woman can heal someone else, can heal through her women intuition.
That's what I said.
I'm
That's what
reducing
you
it.
just said.
I'm reducing it to saying women's intuition because
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't talking about no ghetto chick at
Right.
Walmart trying to read some dude
Right.
and at the back of
Yeah.
the line. I'm not talking about that. That's
Right.
belief. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking about a real frequency.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, have I had a woman try to read me at something like that, but she don't know who the hell I am.
Right. She still
You know
getting
what
to
I
know
mean?
you.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So what she said to me, she could have said to anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? And,
that's
and
what they
maybe
do
it would have
anyway.
been right. 50% will be right. 50% will be wrong.
Right.
So I ain't gonna call that no intuition.
Well, I mean, you kind of dead on arrival as a man. If you handsome
Right.
and you fuck her good, you dead on arrival.
my
Oh man.
She gonna branch
And
it.
So that-
people are going to accept if it look good, feel good, they feel secure.
Yeah, that's
They
what I'm
gonna
saying.
ride with your
They
ass.
will
Right.
override
You
it.
know what
dead
I
on
mean?
arrival.
Yeah,
If you-
and that's
if you
what I
look
wanted to
good.
say.
Until they find somebody
Exactly.
that
I'm
tops
telling.
that.
That is so
Yeah.
true. I'm
That's what I
telling you.
feel like.
The
Right.
minute you fuck her good, the minute you a nice everything, you already branded already. Either she gonna think you got hoes,
Right.
or think you the one. It's just the way it is.
Let's touch on that
Wow.
real quick. So, have you ever? I know we kind of touched on that last week. Have you ever like a woman was kind of figuring you out, but then you put that pipe on her? and then her brain just kind of went.
Mushy.
You gave her the soul pose.
Yeah, you know the soul power, that forgetful stick. You know, we touched on it last week a little bit.
Gave her the
though,
soul
man.
power.
But you ever like, you know, a woman like her friends are told like, girl, what you doing? I guess it's like a form of being like dick drunk or something like that, or blind to the bullshit, basically. You ever had a woman kind of like blind to your bullshit, basically?
Yeah, they supposed to be.
What it supposed to be?
Yeah, because if you, like I said, the honesty shit, if you going to talk about that you got other women,
Right.
and you're going to be doing this other shit, she's not blind. Now she got you. She got
Right.
you figured out.
She got you figured.
But if you be like on some Bruce Wayne, like Dre's, I call him Bruce Wayne on
Yeah.
the outside his name being Trust.
Yeah.
If you on some Bruce Wayne shit, she'll never know what you got going on. And that's how it should be anyway.
I feel like that's a facade. Like, if you can't come into it being real, then why do you want somebody who wants you for thinking what you do?
Because most
it
women
don't
are
make
delusional.
sense.
You can't be honest with them. They can't take that pressure like that. If you tell a
If
woman
they can't,
everything,
that ain't the one for you then.
but that's the thing. Are you trying to be married or just trying to fuck hoes? That's the thing.
Well,
So if
that
you're
is-
trying to get married, then yeah, you probably got to lay the tracks down like that. But if you're just fucking around, why would you tell her your every move that you make to make her feel secure? That ain't your job. That's for the husband.
What
to
you
do.
think about that though? What do you think about what he's saying as far as having to reassure someone, your partner, whoever it is, to the point where it's almost like a job, reassuring them
Every move.
so they can then, so in turn they can give you the best of them.
The
So I don't
thing
want
is,
to make
it's
it
not
a
about
bad.
reassuring, especially if it's somebody that you just fucking. Like, of course, you don't care about reassuring them or gaining their trust. You just want to fuck them, and it just be that. But my thing is, it's so many other reasons why you would want to be honest about what you're doing, because you got to worry about STDs, diseases, all type of shit that you could potentially be bringing back to
Well,
me.
move
at
that off
night.
the table. What's next?
I'm just saying in general, like, that is something that is a part of why you want to just be honest. You ain't got to tell them, hey, I'm finna go call her and be like, hey, I'm about to go over to Keisha's house tonight, so we can link up Friday. I ain't saying you got to tell her all of that.
You'll never fuck if you do that.
I'm just
You can hang
saying,
it up.
but why not just be your authentic self with
Because
this
they're
person?
delusional. You can't. You deal with women, don't you?
I do.
Have you realized they delusional yet? Have you found some delusional?
I've in many of my years that I've been dealing with women, I've definitely come across some delusional ones.
And when you
and
was
why you
honest
think
with
they
them,
not?
and when you was honest, what happened?
Well, I mean, you got the women that do want to
Exactly.
change you though.
I
They
get
do
that, but
want
when
to
you,
change
but the
you.
ones you have lied, I know you done lied if you mess with women at least once.
Yeah, of course.
And what happened? Come on, man, you know what's up.
Success.
That's success. now,
Success.
I tell you, like, are you married? I see the ring. Are you married or
I'm
something?
not married.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say you married. I'm saying to your wife,
Success.
you have to be 100 because this is one you want to share the rest of your life with and die with.
Right.
But you should know by talking to women and men, since you got the best of both worlds, so you can say fuck at any minute. But
Yeah.
you should know the conversation soon as they hear where this is going. Soon as, especially with a woman, you really know where this is going.
of course.
Especially if she size you up and look you up and down. You already know she gold digging. She ain't trying to find nothing serious.
Oh my
Then when she
God.
like call you, you call her once and she don't hit you back for a day or two. She got other niggas. So it's like, why put yourself in this position to be 100
cannot.
somebody not 100 with you? It's like he said, it should be a frequency where we both evenly match. Then I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you my whereabouts, what I got going on. But
Until then.
If there's a conversation,
Huh?
if there is like a conversation that needs to be had, if that's the direction of the
it
relationship.
depends how delusional she is, though. That's
Right.
what you're not getting. Like you, yes, dudes that's delusional too. It's dudes that will have sex with y'all and say we go together, right?
And that's BS.
Now, ain't it dudes out there that do that shit? I
Yeah.
never done it, but
They a little slow.
that's what I'm saying. That guy
Yeah.
can just put one side fucked up and everybody better.
Yeah.
There's some women do that shit too.
See,
so like
and
you said,
that's
you put that
crazy.
pipe down on her really good that she ever had. Man, you can hang it up. Like
Hey, but you know what though? This is what it. So I've had women attached to me. You know what I'm saying? Like really attached to me. Like, you know, and I think when I was younger, before I came to the realization I am now, I used to think that it was just sex. You know what I mean? Because you know if your sex game, you know if it's good. You know what I mean? If they call you on the way home, or if they text you as soon as they get home, I'm home, and or they back on your line in the morning, so you'll know every man don't experience that same, doesn't
Not
have
at
the
all.
same experience when it comes to sex.
Yes.
But I don't think that it's all about sex, man. I think it's about whatever mental connection that you have with that person. You know what I'm saying? You feel
Right.
me? Now sometimes sometimes you can look at couples and you don't know why they're together. It might be a beautiful woman and it might be the dude he might look like a bum or something. Right? And you might look and say, damn, this woman has so much potential. She's driving a BMW. She got a Benz and this nigga ain't shit. But really on the inside of that woman,
when she look at him, that is her match. That is who she's matching herself up with mentally, right? It may not just be because he pulling her down. It might be that's who she thinks she is because relationships, the root of relationships is how we relate to each other. How do we relate?
That's true.
Not just fucking. How do we relate? When I look at you,
Right.
do I see myself? When your flaws, your ups,
Like what
all
you
of that.
need.
How do we relate? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So it's not always, to me, I don't think it's always about how good you fuck somebody. It's how they relating to you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then the sex is just a way that y'all can just, connect a little bit more. But they relating to you. They are vibing with you. You know what I mean? And then you gave them some good sex. So that's just my opinion, though.
Okay, that's pretty deep
Okay.
right there.
I could be
Let
wrong.
me
Okay.
let's ask the other two ladies real quick the question. So, have y'all ever had your intuition on somebody? You almost had him figured out, and then he came and put that magic stick on you and made everything kind of disappear.
Everything
Man, it disappeared though.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So at least you be honest. At least you be honest.
Finally, dog. Took 3 shows. I thought you was a Mormon, my nigga. I ain't think you had sex. Like,
See, that's what
he's so
happens.
busy.
That's
I
what
ain't
happens
got
when you
nothing to do.
judge folks, though.
Hey, I'm just saying what you told me.
I ain't always been a
That's
nurse.
what you told me.
I ain't always. I told you
understand.
before.
You
I ain't
probably-
always
you
been
probably did some whole
professional.
shit. We all did, but what you told me, you go to work and go home.
Okay.
Now that is my life. That's what I do.
Right.
Well, indulge about
I'm a
what-
nursing
indulge
student
about
as
getting
well.
piped down and
All right,
change
let's
your
hear
whole-
out.
None
Let's
of
hear
that.
out. Let's
But
hear out.
for real,
Yep.
I know he said he chose violence. I'm gonna walk straight to date. But no,
Okay.
I did. I should have. Okay, just I think this guy that I knew, and I
Right.
probably should have just left his behind right where I saw him at.
Right.
But something in me said, "Well, give it a try." And worst decision I ever made.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he pissed me off, but then we got to the, sexual content, and I was like, all right, I guess it's cool. You know?
Right.
He was
Bought
cool
him
in the
some days.
bedroom, you know what I'm saying? What you say?
Bought him some days, huh?
He bought him some time.
Yeah,
okay?
bought him some time.
And yeah, and I was like, all right, well, I guess that part cool. I guess I could deal with him a little while longer. Let me see what I could deal with, what I can't deal with.
Right.
It, eventually it just went to shit. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I didn't want no parts of it because after a while, carpet twat.
Okay.
But yeah, after a while, I was like,
Carpet
I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, it ain't even worth it. You know,
Right.
but you grow and you get older and you be like, hey, I'm cool on that.
So I want to ask a question right before we go to Reese about this. Kind of what Dre was saying. So do you think intuition is more deeper, like spiritually, and not just like relationship, but it's like within your family, within your job, within society? Like, do you have like a kind of like an intuition type of psyche power?
Oh,
that comes
I'm not
in?
gonna say it's like a psyche power.
Yeah.
But I think as you age, you grow, you come across certain situations, you kind of become a little smarter.
Okay.
You're able to fine tune certain feelings. Like you start to recognize it, like if you feel it, or you don't just walk around like you're crazy. Like, oh yeah, I got my psychic powers today.
Right.
Like no, it don't come like
It
that.
just come like
you
like
might
that.
just be like,
Right.
you might get a feeling, or you might remember something like the way you felt in a situation and it resembles it, and you might be like, yeah, I might go around this one. I think that's kind of like how that goes, but I don't believe that you just know. As soon as you wake up in the morning, this dude cheating on you, or you like, oh, let me call him right now. I know,
Right.
let me call him right now. I'm gonna stop what he doing.
Right.
But I agree with
That's
what
what they
he
think,
said.
dog.
Some of
Tell
them,
you.
not everybody though. You can't
Majority
put all women.
rules.
You can't put all women in the same bucket.
Kinda
though.
can.
But no, you cannot.
Kinda can.
I do believe like what he said. It's like it's deeper. Intuition is deeper.
Right.
Per that person. Now, if she just a nutcase, okay, and you
Majority
dealing with
rules.
her because she got a fat ass or her titties big and whatever you like, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? If that's the reason that you're dealing with her, then yeah. Because some dudes would deal with a crazy ass girl
They got the
because
best-
she got a fat
they
ass.
sex better when they crazy. Everybody know that.
That's a lie.
You have some pussy. You have some crazy girl.
I don't want no coochie.
Oh well, then you
I
can't,
like
you
sausage.
can't speak on then.
I like sausage.
I get that. So
Okay.
you can't speak on crazy bitch pussy. You ain't had
But
no crazy
I'm
bitch.
just saying though, you gonna
can
let
speak
this
on
girl
toxic dudes,
key
though.
Yeah,
your
dudes,
car
but she
though?
ain't had no
Like,
pussy.
so
But
would you
dudes
be
know
okay? I'm
crazy
sorry.
bitch got
Okay,
good pussy.
you would let a girl key your car and keep fucking with her because okay, so hell no.
She a girl.
I thought you asked her. Did she
Yeah,
like?
but she messed with girls.
deal
Now
with
she didn't do it when
women?
she was 10. We've been
So-
on girls since we was 10.
So have I.
Really?
Really?
Okay, that's deep.
And then you got with a dude at what point?
I mean, I've had boyfriends my earlier adult life, and dealt with men, but I knew. So I'm probably like how you are with women. That's how I was with men. I didn't give a fuck. I'm just.
I
like,
care.
I didn't. It was just, you know what I mean. I didn't.
I think for me, open and honest about it, I think that's a good thing to have on the panel. Somebody who has that that background, who can speak from that angle. That's a wonderful thing to have. But I don't know. It's odd to me that some people, and if you look back, depending on the situation, you may have dealt with something that you may not have usually wanted to deal with because that person may have had, what you say, the soul pole, or the, what you call it, the Men in Black stick.
The Men in Black
But
stick, make her forget
I mean,
everything.
I'm just saying, is I don't know, is it worth it though?
Right.
And you
Right.
just learn to get older and change.
Okay,
And,
cool.
yeah.
That was a very good response. I appreciate that though. Miss Reese, what about you though?
So sick of him.
What about you though?
No.
So the
I
question
said boo, but it's a point. My bad.
The question was, I guess I'll reverse it for you though. Have a woman ever figured out kind of like your BS basically, and you had to bless her, to help her forget it.
What you mean? Oh, okay, bless. Okay, I thought you meant bless.
No, not
Oh, okay.
not faith wise,
Okay.
but otherwise.
No, I mean with
This
the
is
two
gonna be
people.
interesting. I got to hear this.
you gotta hear this, right?
I
I
know.
heard it too though.
Can we get a drum roll for this
Yeah, we're gonna
one?
have a drum roll
about
for
what
it.
you blessed her with.
Oh,
That's
drum
what
roll for this one. Yes.
What you blessed her with? That's what I want to know.
Inquiring minds.
So, of course, I have absolutely dealt with women that were just completely like batshit crazy after we have been intimate. Even after I've been completely honest and open about, hey, at this point in my life, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just kind of doing what I want to do. If you want to link up, we can hang out, date. But I just want you to know that tomorrow it probably won't be you. It'll be whoever else I'm dating.
So you kept it 1,000 with her.
Absolutely. I'm
That's
always
past
1,000.
100. That's 1,000.
That's what I
I'm
said.
always, because I don't want.
Clutch, I need to bring you
I
some
just don't
pearls.
want nobody coming to me with no he said, she said. I'd rather be the one to tell you.
Right.
I don't have time for that. I'm an adult, and this was a young lady that I dealt with that she was way younger than me. Like I said, I'm 35 years old. She was 23.
Oh,
Right.
You already know what's
So
up with
I
that.
already knew what to expect.
That goes for you too, Tori.
You know what I mean?
I know she out there.
You know she's
So
out there.
I already knew what to expect.
Right.
I mean, I just feel like me being transparent anytime I deal with somebody, it's not
Right.
that I'm trying to protect their feelings. It's more so for me. I'm the one that's being real. I want you to know who I am, who you dealing with. I'm authentically me. If you don't like it, you can see your way out. And if you decide you still want to deal with it,
Yeah.
that's on you.
Right. You just
'Cause
keep
I
it
told
book.
you what it was.
So what you blessed him with? You didn't answer the blessing part. What you?
What you mean?
Because he said soul pole. So what you blessed him with?
Oh my God. See,
Look, I want to
Scared
know.
what you blessed him with. That's all I want to know.
I mean, I gotta.
Did you?
You got
What?
your way of doing
What's that
things.
song? Like they said,
I can
Pound
do
Town,
soul
but they
stick
said,
too.
You got soul stick too.
what is it
You be
called?
snatching-
Strap
Hold on.
down.
Hold on.
Strap down. I heard that.
I gotta ask this question though. Everybody got
What?
one personal question. We're gonna always ask on the panel. So since you weren't here for last week question though, so you be putting the soul pole on them, huh?
Actually, I don't have to use that often. It's if my partner or whoever I'm
Right.
dealing with wants it, then sure, I don't mind.
Right.
But I don't have to ever use that if I don't need to, and they don't complain.
Okay.
Like I never would have to if I don't want to. Like if I'm in a mood, so I'd be like, let me throw this damn strap on.
Get the
and-
strap.
Wow.
Hey, Trey, you
Then
want to slide over
absolutely. Then sure.
Whoa.
I will.
All right, we need the gasp noise.
Right.
Strap, baby. I love
Right.
that. I got a shirt I started
Hey,
wearing.
hey, let me ask you. I got a question for you. Are you of course you in a relationship right now.
Yes.
Beautiful woman. I know you're in a relationship. Is it a long term? Is it something you've been in for a while? Can you speak about some of the things you did before?
Yeah.
So is it like 2 or 3 years type of deal?
Actually, me and my current partner will only have been together for a year
Perfect.
in August.
Perfect. All right.
Very fresh.
So this is a question I got for you. So when you vetting out different females and you dating and doing all of that and you trying to figure out what's best for you, right? And you telling the girls, hey, I'm just dating. I'm just kind of doing my thing. have you ever gotten in a situation where you got with a girl, right? You thought it was gonna be what it, something, and then y'all get together, and then when y'all get together, you start seeing that it ain't quite what you thought it was before. What's your, not this relationship, because I know you don't do that now, but before, did you ever had a situation where you may have met somebody else in the process of realizing that this other person isn't the person for you, and then you kind of have a layover period where you kind of trying to come out of this deal, and then you kind of getting to know this person a little bit more? Have that ever, not in the dating, I'm talking about after you done already, all right, we together. But then you start seeing it like, oh my God, I obligated myself to something. Then you meet somebody that's kind of wonderful, because it's always wonderful in the beginning, right? And you have that layover period where you kind of trying to get out of this, and you kind of trying to get into that. I'm really trying to get into your mind a little bit, because us as men, the sexual urge to just fuck is so fucking strong. You know what I mean? It's not really it can be the mental part, but the fucking part to pull a man out. Ha! Yeah. Fucking. It's the fucking. Right. Ha! You the greatest woman ever, but the fucking will pull me out, and I will meet somebody, and I will be okay with this right here. And I can pull out of that, and then I can have it going on multiple times over, but I still be fully connected right here. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Just on the urge alone. So is it kind of the
That's
same
why they say that men only literally think with they dicks. That's all y'all really have.
Don't believe that shit.
I'm just saying. I think that, and me, I know men because I was raised by a man. I don't even know my mom, so I know how a dog ass nigga is. A womanizer, misogynist, all of that. I know how y'all operate, and so I feel as if when it comes to when y'all meet a woman and she fine, whatever, she fuck good, and then you meet another woman fine, fuck good, it's like whoever doing it the best is who gets the most time.
Okay, that's
I can agree with that.
Push back on that.
There we go.
There we go.
You could get fucked real good by a bitch you don't like. As a man, y'all can't really fuck with people y'all don't like. We can fuck bitch you don't like, take it to Bora and come back like nothing happened. That's a real talk. And then no matter how good your pussy is, but if you run your mouth too much, the key in the car is one thing, but talking though, I don't give a fuck. You gotta shut up, boo. That's just what it is. Like, but it takes a man to know his work and his purpose to do that. If you're a low grade type nigga, you put up a little bit more shit, but your high grade niggas like, nah, boo, this ain't gonna work. You can, and that's where our intuition come in, because now we have more to lose now, so we can't talk to that same brand of female we talked to back in the day. Like, it's dudes who got their dicks sucked by crackheads wouldn't do it now. There's some dudes did before and still would do it now. It's just the way it is. That's real talk. Like, hey, we did that at 13, nigga. We can't do that at 33.
Right.
But if you like 33 and still am by crackhead sex, like, hey.
It is what it is. It's for a game.
So back to the question. Is it a more of an emotional thing, or have you been in that situation?
I've actually literally been in that situation.
Okay. Did you pull all the way out of that and then go all the way? So and then it came to a point where you was like, hey, listen, I just got to tell you. Were you honest? Were you honest and told them that you had met someone while you were together with
between
them?
women and a man?
So going back to what I said previously, I'm very transparent. So I was literally dealing with a girl who we had been dating. I'm talking about we dated we went on a different place every Sunday. Kicked it. We had an amazing time. She was funny. She fucked good. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing. Like, but I met my current partner who's older. She's more mature. She has more experience. We weren't me and
that's why he asked, like, was you in a relationship with the girl?
I mean, she was kind of like the main one at the time. She was the main.
Y'all won.
We weren't exclusive. We didn't exclusively say we were together. But if you saw her, you saw me.
See, he's saying that you've been in a relationship.
But in her mind, she could have thought. She could have been like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
exactly. In her mind, we were definitely together.
Because if you cheated, you're really down with the team now. But since you got this honesty shit, like. Stay over there with that bullshit.
Right.
I mean, that's just. I just.
So if you don't cheat, you ain't down.
You can't come to the party, nigga. We got the book. We got the book coming out called "Getting the Draws." Can't say the book.
Goodness.
If you're not cheating, don't buy the book.
I'm buying the book. I did once.
Once. You ain't ready.
So do you believe?
You need at least 5 or 6
for the ladies
on camera once.
That you can be cheated on or cheat on somebody. You believe that?
Yeah.
You believe that you can be cheated on, or you can cheat on someone else?
I believe it can be both in a relationship. I can cheat and my partner can cheat on me.
What about you?
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
I don't subscribe to cheat.
No one is exempt.
I don't
from getting
subscribe
cheated
to
on.
I got a shirt.
I feel
that
like
say
I
post
feel
to
like
cheat.
you can only cheat yourself. You feel me? Like I don't feel like anybody can cheat on me. You know what I mean? Because what I want out of life and what I want out of my partner, if I don't get that, it don't matter if you messing with somebody anyway.
Okay.
What I'm saying is if you don't do what I need you to do for my purpose, for why we're together, if you're not doing that, you could be fucking 100 motherfuckers or you could not be fucking nobody. But if you're not doing what I need you to do, you might as well be fucking with somebody. You feel me? Because it ain't lining up.
Right.
But what
But-
if you ain't doing what she needs you to do?
Oh, come on.
Then we shouldn't be together.
Exactly.
But that'll be.
Absolutely.
But hold on for a second. But that would be on her though. And listen, check it out. If I'm not doing what she need me to do and she's still there, why would that? Wouldn't I'm supposed to wake up in the morning and say, well, I'm not doing what she wants me to do? No, I'm just living my existence. So what I'm saying is, I don't feel like nobody can cheat because we all just living our existence. So when it's advantageous for us to be together, we're together. When it ain't, when I walk outside and I meet another beautiful, beautiful woman and I have a whirlwind with her, am I really cheating?
No.
Or if I don't deal with her or have that whirlwind, did I cheat myself
Yes, you did.
out of an experience?
Yes, you
that's,
did.
That's just how I look at it.
Yes, you did.
I
feel
mean,
I
think-
that's all I'm saying.
I think like,
There you go. That's what you supposed to do.
and I get that, but the English definition of how we're using it nowadays, cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like I get what you're saying. Don't think I don't.
Yeah,
You know
we
what I'm
don't own
saying?
each other.
But
No
and
one
you
owns
don't.
nobody.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
don't
But that's
own
just what
nobody.
they call it when you're like being dishonest or you stepping out or you know what I'm saying? It's just what they calling it.
I hate all of that, man.
ain't dishonest.
I hate all that. I feel like real trust is trusting the other person to choose you every time.
Okay.
Real trust. If you trust me, you are trusting me to choose you in this world of beautiful women. That's real trust. Not trying to play defense on me, not trying to block me out. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But trusting me that I'm gonna still love you after, regardless of what else is out here. I still choose you.
I can agree
Nobody
with that.
else is doing that. Everybody else saying, well, you told me. You know what I mean? A lot of times women box you in a conversation just so they can have something over you. Well, you told me that we was going to be together. Damn, I know I told you that. Now you putting us in that difficult situation where we got to try to figure out how to untell
you gotta cheat.
That's, again, I don't subscribe to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Only cheat myself. Can't nobody cheat me.
Nah, I agree with you.
Can't
but
cheat me.
What's the
I
next
know
Only
one,
cheat
Joe?
myself.
What's the next question? I love that cheating shit. Man, that make me.
feel good.
Boo.
Right. So yeah, I definitely agree with everything Dre was saying. I think that is some good answers right there though about cheating. I think people think cheating is always cheating on the person, but you really cheating yourself because you might have a good person and then you walk away. That person walk away from you, or you might lose out on actually having something that was real and genuine because of a discretion that you might have though.
Right, but because of the discretion, what you mean cheat yourself? So if somebody is
Yeah.
really, if somebody is a good person for you and they love you and they got your back,
Yeah.
then what? Why? How come it can't just continue to happen like that?
Because-
so if you go out and you meet somebody
Right.
else, and you have a beautiful experience with them, and they find out. So you saying if that. So that should be what possibly takes that experience away from you. I mean, that should be what breaks that relationship.
Okay,
up.
so let me ask you this. Is there commitment in the first thing? Have you said, hey, we're gonna walk this line of relationship? You know what I'm
Because it
saying?
Go back to what Greg said. They don't want to hear none of that.
None of that.
Don't nobody want to hear that. And the problem is that if you try to tell a woman that, she gonna dismiss all that stuff you
Exactly.
said to the side and go fuck with somebody else that's gonna run the game a little better.
Well, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Quick thing.
And then I
If
cheated
you've been
myself
cheated
out of
on
the
out there,
experience.
call this number 515-599-1687. We'll tell you been cheated on and not tell us the story. All right, go ahead.
Good
They been
one.
cheated on. They could be
And they
lying
don't even
though.
know.
They ain't know.
Of course, people have
Don't
been
even know.
cheated on. That's a whole nother show in itself.
No,
but
I'm just saying. Like,
really,
you be thinking that
that's
you
a
got
good
cheated
one.
on, but you ain't really got cheated on for real.
Stories
'Cause, like,
of
what do
cheating.
you, like he said, if you're not bringing them
Cheating
to,
and
to
sneaking.
the situation, you basically just a place sitter. I mean, if you think about it, it's more women out here than men. So men are the prize now. Women no longer the prize.
Ooh, that's
I'm just being honest though. It's because women want to do with money. A dude that's gonna protect them, a dude gonna provide, fuck them good, make good decisions, all type of shit. It ain't
Okay,
a lot
but
of
what
niggas
about the
walk
women
like
who
that.
do not
It's not
want
a lot
a
of men
man?
walk around who fit that description. Shut
looks
up.
decent,
Shut
got
up.
a nice body,
Shut
can
up.
fuck, got some
Shut
wet
up.
So
coochie,
all
up.
Greg
can
want is a
cook,
woman
can
who
Shut
clean,
up.
can raise kids,
Shut
can take
up.
care of your kids. If you
Shut
got
up.
kids, you want them to take care of yours.
Shut
too,
up.
plus
all he
theirs.
wanted to you
Shut
just
up.
don't say
You
nothing.
said you keep forgetting the one part. Be quiet. That's the only thing dudes
Why
want.
would-
Dudes don't care about all that shit. A dude
But
will
see,
be.
that's how you know that you're not connected with a woman because
That
you
ain't
can't
true.
have a conversation or hear her if she want to just come to you at
Well,
the
see,
long
dudes,
day work.
'cause we
Baby,
live-
let me
we
tell you
live
what
in
happened.
reality,
This
that's
bitch at
why.
work,
Thank you.
Like you,
Nah, we live in reality. We don't want to hear your feeling-based conversation. And when women come with their feelings, like, I feel like this, I feel like that, dude instantly start thinking about football, bitches, whatever, because we don't want to hear that shit. Now,
Right.
you come in and say, I just met this dude down the street. He's selling this 5-bedroom house for like 10 G's. We should get it. All right, let's go to the
Yeah.
bank. But if you come into my current at work, keep pushing me, and this, he come like, oh, damn, that's messed up, boo. And then, you know, with black people, you only get two or three, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's
And you wanna
crazy.
know
We
why?
after that second, no, that means you need to be with a nigga like that. But the nigga like that, y'all don't want. Y'all don't want the nigga to listen to that bullshit. Be like, girl, let's get some tea and talk. You don't want him. They don't want that dude. They want the dude.
I don't
that's
want the
assertive,
dude to pull out
carries
tea and
some
crumpets,
information.
but I want you
No,
to
I'm just
hear it.
saying, women, I'm telling you, the rule, everything has flipped. So many niggas is gay. So many niggas wearing purses. So many niggas sagging with skinny jeans. Shit has changed. To find a real dude. When the last time you met a real nigga anyway? That should let you know what's out here.
Or a real person.
Thank
but
you.
I guarantee you that
A
there
man
is
of value ain't walking around like that no more.
There's
And
not.
think it's like what,
At
1%,
all.
2%, and every girl want that nigga. So what does that mean? He's the prize now. Now you go get Joe Schmo and see how that work. But I know not.
I know what you mean, though, bro.
But it
I got
won't
you.
work though, and you'll be come back around the mountain when she come.
Right.
Hey, I'm sorry, boo. Hey, big head. This, and you come back, but you gotta get back in line now because you left the team. It ain't gonna. Women do the most goofiest shit. They will leave a nigga alone, go do the same shit they was doing before he met him.
Yeah,
Nigga will do the same shit that move up. He'll
I
keep
don't
going.
understand.
All that old, I want the same
definitely
dude, make
agree
what I
with
make,
you
do
on
all
that.
that shit ain't true. So that's why I say I get what you're saying. But at this day and age in 2023, especially in the black community, dudes are the prize now. Because not a lot of good dudes walking around. Fuck good, a decent nigga.
Indecent.
Just a decent nigga.
Right.
They ain't walking around.
So just to interject, a person of value is something worth holding on to.
Goddamn right
Not
it is.
just a dude of value, a
person of
person
value,
of
yeah.
value. And this ain't nothing personal to nobody here. I'm saying, but when you have value and you can give somebody some substance, then you are of value.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
Period,
true.
point blank. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
So all these men out here fucking and doing all that ain't really men. Right?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't really men of value. Right?
Right.
You have to
Unless
be
depending on what you like.
It depends on what you can teach somebody.
Right.
It depending on how you can support somebody. Depending on how you can guide somebody to a better life.
Yeah.
Not just fucking. How are we helping each other?
Exactly.
How did you come into my life and you made my life better?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Those are the things
What you
that
used to say,
those
Dre,
are the
a
things that
liability or an
resonate.
asset? Which one are
A liability or asset.
That's very
That
Which
is
one are
that
you?
is what resonates is what
And
what
half
you
these motherfuckers
what value you
liabilities.
can add to somebody.
Yeah.
And most people liabilities are the main ones talking about they can't find nobody and people don't want to do or play games. No, it's you. You're a liability, what it is. Because if you're an asset, you ain't got too many complaints. You really don't. What are you going to complain about? Because you already the prize. Like, shit, I ain't got too much to say. Like, your loss if you don't pick me. That's how I look at it. Like, I never came to a situation like, man, come on, man. You got to pick me, boo. It's me, man. I got that. Man, I'm doing you a favor fucking with you. I'm going to cancel you trip.
That nigga
I
said,
was
Boo.
July 3rd, just had birthday, 46, don't look like
Oh, happy
Really?
birthday.
Happy birthday, Big
Yeah, the
G.
22nd is the end of, I'm sorry.
Cancer's cool
My
as a
dad is a
motherfucker.
cancer too, but
Right.
you remind me so much of my dad because
And that's
y'all got
another
the
thing.
same.
Dude,
Same
women love men who remind them of their fathers, though.
I
Right.
sure
They
enough
do.
don't.
If they was cool like that, I ain't gonna
Right.
say
Yeah, I
the
know
fucked up nigga, but most women look for men like that. They father was hard working with his hands and always busy trying to get money. They want a nigga who hustle.
Right.
If a nigga was a stripper, they probably want a exotic dancer. I don't know,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
just
I feel
saying.
what you're saying, yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
I heard that a lot though.
That's funny.
So I came across a article though about a little boy having cocaine in his system up in Indiana, killed his siblings. His parents was charged with the drug substance and child endangerment. And so it made me come to this question I want to bring to the panel. Do you feel that gun violence or guns in general should not be in the household? Or do you feel that guns should be in the household, but teaching kids at a younger age how to, safely utilize it and the rights of a firearm? Because I know we, as a community, we look bad upon firearms as it is something that's negative. But if you go to other form of community, they take their kids out hunting at the age of 5. You know what I mean? Teach them how to clean the firearm, the respect of a firearm, and all that.
Was they black or white?
I believe that they was black.
That was a black family. That's
Yeah.
where you said having for a black family.
Yeah.
A young black dude got hold of some cocaine
Yep.
and killed everybody in his house.
Killed his siblings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Thank
that's
you,
mental
Auntie.
illness right there.
Yeah.
I would think that's more mental illness than some cocaine.
Right.
You know what I mean? I
Right.
think
He
has-
got
So
high.
I kind of want to go around the table, just y'all touch upon that. Do you think that like guns should be out of households in general, and or do you believe that guns should be in the household but taught respectfully amongst the family members and the respect level of a gun being in the house and stuff?
Right. So me personally, I say, every human being has a right to defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got to take an ass whooping. This is motherfucking America. However you choose to
Right.
protect yourself, you have a right to protect yourself. Some people choose to use guns. Some people don't choose to use them.
Right.
But our community is just so motherfucking. We done went through
Treacherous,
so
man.
much
Treacherous.
through our community.
Right.
So when you add guns on, we already violent. We already so aggressive. So
Mm-hmm.
when you throw guns on top of it too, it just can get so. It can just get real messy. You know what I mean? But I do feel like with the proper knowledge and being careful and training and all that, then yes, every family, if they choose to have a gun, can have one. But you can always call the police. I'm just saying though, everybody don't have to have. I keep a gun on me, you know what I'm saying? But I came from that situation. But if you want to call the police, call the police. Because that's what they're there for.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think it's just,
It just depends on the
it just
dynamics.
depends on the person, depends on the mental health of
Yeah.
the family, the
Right.
kids, all of that. But if you want to protect yourself with a gun, I say
Let's go a little personal with you. Would you teach your kids that or your grandkids that?
I've taken my kids to the gun range.
How-
People
what's-
don't even know. We as black people doing so dirty, boy. They don't even know how dirty they do it.
Right.
Man, I've taken my kids to the gun range as old as 5 years old.
Right.
5.
Right.
And when you go to the gun range right now with your 5, 10, and 13-year-old kid, they gonna walk you right in, no problem. They ain't gonna say how old he is. They ain't gonna say none of that. They ain't gonna tell you that he can't none of that. Take all them kids in there, 5, 6, 7, they can hold the gun, do all of that. You watch that.
Right.
What I'm saying is we've been so trained as in our culture that we don't even know that you can take your kid to shoot.
That's crazy.
We
ain't
so
it?
like, oh my God, guns, man, I've had my kid in there shooting big ARs, hold pictures like this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You feel me? So I'm just saying that we don't even know that those rights are for us
Right.
as well. You know what I mean? And so when kids get out and they get to hanging out in the neighborhoods and all of that, running around with these guns, they don't know that you can have them legally. You know what I mean? You don't have to do it that way. So me personally, I have taken my kids to the gun range. They done shot. They comfortable with guns. You know what I mean? And so now it's on me to make sure their mental health is where it needs to be, where they can handle a dispute.
Right.
And not feel like a gun is where they handle their dispute, because disputes is gonna happen. Guns are available.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's you teaching your kids the steps that they need to problem solve.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And not throw their life away.
Right. So I want to touch on that real quick. I think more people go to the guns when they don't have education with that, fear of frightening stuff. Because you never heard a person who been around guns their whole life go and do mass shooting. I never heard that before. It's usually somebody ordering something off the black market, probably like bullying them or something like that, and then they go out there and shoot up everybody. And there could be some people out there that does come from that, that rifle background, but you don't hear that a lot though. You hear a lot of people buying guns from somebody, going out there, mass shooting everybody, but not like being properly trained and coming from a household that does that though. That's just my take on it though. What about you though? Would you do the same thing for your people or?
Well, in a situation like that, yeah, like what Dre said, yeah, I would take my kids to go do whatever. But the times I have stayed with a female or But one of my kids, I always kept a gun, but I kept it in the safe though, because I just feel like they weren't ready for that. But you gotta make them ready for that type of shit. But that's a different time now where we at now. Now is the time, but back then that really wasn't no taking your son to a gun range at like 20 something was the last thing on your mind. Probably now, because as you grow into a man, whatever. But usually stuff like that, that's the upbringing though. You know what I'm saying? Like if your parents don't teach you about like, hey, it's okay to fight before you go pick. You'll get a gun second. That's really what's gonna happen.
Right.
So I would say, yeah, I would leave a gun in the house at all times though, because motherfuckers don't know how to fight no more. So you gotta shoot. That's what it is. Fucked up, but it's true. So I'm with it. The cocaine in their system shit.
Yeah, that's deep, ain't it?
Yeah, that's
a little deep.
I don't know what to say about that. That's deep right there. I mean, you know, motherfuckers leave liquor around. I ain't heard of a drunk baby in a long time. I say that. And weed, you know, I ain't heard that, but I can believe that cocaine shit.
Yeah.
It's bad parents.
Fentanyl and all that kind of crazy
It's
stuff.
bad parents. I mean, but when it comes to that gunplay, man, yeah, I think more kids more educated on the shit. It'd be what it is, but I blame the parents, mainly the mother.
Ah, damn.
What you expect?
Me personally, I was introduced to firearms at a young age. Okay, so I knew like where they were, how to handle them, things like that at a very young age. So I am definitely pro. Teaching your kids, having them. Okay, that's actually one of my favorite pastimes. Okay, is artillery, shooting, things like that. I think in that situation where the little boy was high as hell, he probably was high and didn't realize what he was doing, thought he was dreaming. Who knows? It's a dangerous situation. However, I'm definitely pro keeping firearms in your home. However, in my situation, they were there, but my kids didn't know where they were. You know, because I didn't want it ever to be a situation where you done went and got it and you thought it was a toy or, you know.
Risk my life.
Exactly. I have a son. When he got older, I let him know where it was.
For protection.
Yeah, I let him know like where it was, how to use it, you know. However, I never had a problem with that. You know, like Greg said, people don't fight no more. They don't know how to throw hands and shake on it and fight again.
Right, brotherly fade.
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm for keeping yourself protected if you need to, especially in these times. With the threats of people wanting to come in your house or just doing whatever. You know,
so
I'm definitely pro.
I got a question for you now. By you being a female, I don't know your dynamics of if it's a spouse in the household or not. But do you feel like since you have kids in the household, should the guns be locked up or should it be accessible just in case stay there by themselves? Somebody intruder come in, maybe you sleep the boy downstairs, you know what I mean? By the time you can get up and all that, a lot can happen that amount of time though. Do you feel like kids should know where the guns is? I know you kind of touched on it when you got older, but you think they should be locked up in the household?
I believe they should be locked up. I was also taught where to put them too. So where if I needed to get them, I can get them, but they are probably in plain sight. However, I know they're there, but you might not know that they're there. You know what I'm saying? So my son only knows where one is. But before my kid grab it and use it, I'ma grab it. You know, I'ma use it. Now he's older now, so I kind of do want him, if he's of age, to go ahead and get, you know, a concealed carry, go start taking some classes and things like that. He'll be 16 in January. So
good age.
I didn't want to give it to him because I didn't want him thinking like, oh, these kids bother me. You know, it's just a different time. I didn't want him to ever come home, get it, I'm not there, and then you done took it to school or something like that.
That's a big concern. For me, for my daughters, I would 100. I don't feel like no girl got to take an ass whooping at all. So for my daughters, definitely.
I mean, me personally, I'm a fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fight. You know, but if ever I need to take it there, I'm gonna go there. You know, I'm gonna go there.
So hold on, Dre. You said no ass whooping. You talking about domestic violence?
I'm talking about domestic violence.
Okay, that's what I figured. I figured that. Yeah, I figured that.
I'm talking about girls that's in abusive relationships. Niggas is whooping their motherfucking ass.
Right.
And instead of them going to arm themselves and protect themselves, they keep taking ass whoopings.
That makes sense.
And then when they finally get a gun and shoot the motherfucker, now they on trial You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they don't because how they problem solve.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
They should have protected themselves out the motherfucking gate. I ain't
And that
taking
is-
no,
that's
I'm not
very
taking
true.
No ass whoopings. But listen though, but as far as raising the kids though, I definitely feel like my girls for sure. Y'all
Yeah.
gotta know where it's at because I feel like my girls are more responsible, and then also the pressure is gonna be a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So, but my son, you know what I mean? My 15-year-old, hell no, you ain't finna know where that mud is because anything can happen out here. And I know how I was when I was young. Because as a man, we try to handle it. We'll try to handle it. As a young man, we'll try to handle it. Man, I'm finna handle this. So we gonna bypass mom. I'm finna handle this. You know what I mean? So most girls aren't gonna do that. They're gonna seek some kind of counsel first.
They're not, but here's what I did with my son. Now, I had to have it because where I live, you know what I'm saying? Just in case somebody tried to try it, you know what I'm saying? I'm knock your rib cage off. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? 3 shots and that's it. You might get 2, but that's it for you, okay?
Right.
Yeah, chest and head, that's it. There's no in between, okay? Especially if I'm defending myself. Now, what I did with that, he knew as he got older where it was, but I didn't have to have it loaded either. So if he got it, he would have to go through hell and high water to find bullets.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Now he might know it's there, but I kind of had it to where if he felt like he wanted to use it, he may come talk to me. He wouldn't even know like what to buy or where to go find it, or you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't find the 2 of them at all. You know,
Yeah, like a
so I
protocol
just
check.
kept it like
Right.
safe, you know. But I think that it's necessary, and like you said, women, yeah, you should have something, okay, just in case if a dude try it, you know, if he hit you, sorry, you know,
Right.
2 shots,
Hell yeah.
you
felt
know,
that,
but
though.
yeah, I mean, it's all about the safety of it, and I think that you should take your kids to the shooting range. Not just so much the shooting range; they do have outside areas. They got one in Eureka that you can go shoot out in the woods. Okay, they got one out there that you can go to.
They do say
Okay,
that.
that's where you go shoot the
Niggas
shit
in
at.
the woods.
But I'm just saying, you know, ain't nobody bothering you out there because they understand what's going on. But
Right.
still, protect yourself. You know, but that little guy having that stuff, ooh.
That's pretty deep though. What about you, Reese? So I want to
Yeah.
hear your take on that though. Do you feel like guns should be in the household and teach the younger?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, I have.
Yeah, come up to the mic, Rick.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I have my gun with me 24/7, and I also have one that's in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a 10-year-old. Well, she'll be 10 in August. So I taught her how to actually load, unload, safety, clip, chamber, everything. So she knows how to at least assemble or put bullets in a gun
Right.
and use it if necessary. We never went to no gun range together, but
But you can take her.
I can
They
take
ain't
her.
gonna shake nothing.
So,
Walk her right up in there.
But
she
just
gonna-
in
Yeah.
case, it's
Right.
different.
Tell you,
Being a woman, you just never know.
Man,
Yeah.
for real.
You just never know.
Kids in there.
Right.
For real.
We just don't know that.
Like a poster.
Right.
We don't
so-
know
Yeah.
that. But you can take her there.
Like lethal
Real
weapon.
quick.
Like
That's
lethal
No,
weapon.
no.
too. That's really good
Yeah.
that you do that too. You know what I'm saying? That's great.
You got
So,
to.
I mean, my dad taught me when I was 12 how to even shotguns. So
Right.
I feel like that's just kind of like
how I got started
essential. Not
shotguns.
even just for the neighborhood, but just for, you know what I mean? Just just normal day-to-day life. I just feel like it is definitely something that we should know how to do. Hunting, all type of stuff. When we feel like they gonna just overthrow everything, and we need to know
And you better
something.
go home.
How to build, how to hunt.
That is true.
For real.
Right.
What's the next one,
yeah.
though?
So.
Is it the one about you attract what you are?
So it's coming up. It ain't that one yet though. So in the past years
Hey,
and
Reed.
stuff like that, we have saw a lot of blacks coming together in communities for like a lot of marching and movements and stuff like that, like the Black Lives Matter. We even saw some stuff with Pride coming to fruition too. But nowadays, you go in 2023, you go down your social medias, you even hear some people in their outlets who even have platforms. You don't hear a lot of like people like empowering the communities nowadays though. Why do you feel that within the black community today age now is our community is basically failing in some type of capacity, no matter if it's something with education, knowledge, because knowledge is more than education. It could be street smarts, how to conduct yourself within being a man or a female. Or it could just be something where you feeling like we should be doing more for our community in some type of way though. Like, so I like to go around the table. I'll start with you, Panda. How do you feel that the community is feeling, especially within the black race?
Ooh, okay. So that's a real good question, by the way. I feel like it's failing because the family unit of it is no longer.
Okay.
People have adapted to mind your business now.
Right.
Okay. It used to be a time when everybody's kids and on the block, people took pride in their homes and their neighborhood. So they kind of looked out for each other a little more.
Right.
Or you may have had the old man that pulled the kids to the side and talked to them and showed them how to do this or that. Or, I think people nowadays have just adapted to, like, just for lack of a better word, being selfish.
Right.
Okay. Everything is mine now. And then, God forbid, you stop somebody or try to correct somebody.
Right.
Okay, they damn near shooting you or y'all start fighting. So
Right.
I think that has a lot to do with the community being the state that it is in now. Like, it's just failing because there's just no family about it anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me ask you one question real quick before I pass it around. If you could do anything from any of your platforms, or you had like a fluxual clash, how would you help the community now if you had the option?
If I had the option of what, like just to use my
Just
platform to do
anything, like your platform, cash. If you just say you had a fluxual clash, anything you feel like you can do to empower our community to be on a better track of it going back to the way it should be.
Definitely will pull some people together that I know who are active in the community, number one.
Right.
See what we could offer them, whether it be like haircuts, okay, hairstyling, just empowering people, maybe giving some of the elderly a ride. Like it was a home in Jennings that the people, the elevators didn't work.
Okay.
They were like calling out for people to like at least bring groceries upstairs for the people who couldn't walk. So like just being more active in the community, helping our elders, things like that. That's kind of like where I would like want to help out more, just helping the community, bringing them together, doing something like a bash, like doing some old school stuff like they used to, hula hoop contest, sack racing,
Okay.
something to bring the families all together that they could enjoy.
That makes sense to me though. All right, though, Dre, what about you?
Man, you went to me.
You want to skip yourself?
You can always opt out the skip, sometimes you have nothing to say.
Skip. You know what I mean? It's such a complex. It's so complex. You know what I mean?
Right.
First and foremost, God isn't prevalent in our homes anymore.
Right.
That's first and foremost. Is that we not attached to divinity. We not. No one use discernment anymore. People don't even know what discernment is. These kids don't even know what discernment is.
I don't even say
right?
grace.
When you walk out and you let your spirit lead you
Right.
to where you need to be going.
Right.
They not even using that stuff no more. So in all honesty, man, I mean, for me, I feel like every individual person just has to make sure they lined up with God.
Right.
And make sure that the people that they come in contact with is blessed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is supported and showing people value.
Yeah.
That's it. For me, it's just more of an individual thing. You know what I mean? Because if ain't nobody, if you ain't gonna be believing in God and you ain't rocking right and you out here doing all kind of stuff, it can get overwhelming.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I've been through that whole process in my whole life, and I just came up for myself.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure that my family good. I'm gonna make sure that my friendships is solid. I'm gonna make sure I'm the best boyfriend I can be, the best husband I can be when I'm a husband, the best father I can be when I'm a father, the best friend I can be with my homeboys, a man of my word. You know what I mean? As I am, and I just move accordingly with myself. You know what I mean? And what could I do for the community and all of that? I mean, of course, mentor and try to just, take some of my thinking and maybe put it into, some kids, and maybe they can get it and maybe they can't. But what I can really do is make sure that what come from my tribe is good. That's what I can do. Make sure all of these right here is good. And I'm hoping that other parents are doing the same exact thing. We got some feed problem.
No, need the children.
Oh,
But I'm hoping, and I'm
need
hoping that
No, I'm good.
the other parents are doing the same thing, because one of my biggest fears is that I'm teaching my kids properly, and they got to go out here in the world and engage with somebody else's kids who ain't taught them a goddamn thing. That's some bullshit. Now that is some bullshit, because I got mine. I taught my kids respect. I taught my kids to respect their elders and to move accordingly in this world. So are you doing that with your kids? Because this is the next generation. So while you trying to save everybody else, make sure they good. So when our kids interact with each other, they'll be on point. So that's just my take on it.
Okay. What about you, G? So what's up, G?
I had to say, not read one of the comments. Some people gotta be honest. It's just what it is, and black people hate honesty. Of all races, I believe black people hate the word honesty, because sometimes you gotta sit in your own shit and taste it and drink it and roll around it, because you fucked this up. And when it comes to something like that, we can blame men, we can blame women, we can use God, we can use Hova, we can use Muslim, you can use anybody, but until you ready to put the first step forward and say, I fucked this up, let me change it, pretty much gonna be what it is. So it's best stay in your own little circle. I know what she just talked about self, but sometimes you gotta stay in your own circle, because our race is doomed, dog. It's losing. I don't even think it get back to even have friend unions no more. Real talk. I'm just being honest. I ain't seen a good friend union held. I'm sure they have them. I just saying I ain't seen a bunch of them wear shirts say friend union in a long time. So
and then obituaries.
And then like with the community shit, I kind of have to look at it like we just been lied to about so much. Like when people tell my what charity you playing for, like on Family Feud with Steve Harvey. That charity money don't go to the hood though. That goes to boys that's blind, girls who overweight, can't run fast, and all that. That ain't helping out the hood at all. So it's like you got to like Dre said, get your people together and hang around people like you. Like I'm a strong advocate for people move to like Massachusetts, Connecticut, a small state, get away from it. So you think about it, people from other countries come here to get away from the shit they dealing with. We ain't got nowhere to go. You see old girl in Dubai stuck over there. You see old girl who the girl who got a BBL and her boy got killed and all. We won't survive in other countries at all, bro. We don't know their laws, we don't know shit. So you gotta go to a small state away from everybody if you trying to get away from everything. If not, keep your circle small and keep God first and keep telling yourself, hey, I got this shit. Just stay positive. That's basically what it is. We so negative now, dog. It's crazy. It's like the man and woman thing at all high, the gay thing at all high, but none of the stuff that makes sense at all high. If you really think about it, none of that that's gonna help is at all high. But we all can say single mothers don't date them. Fuck niggas is taking over the world because they paying for chicks flying them out. None of that's gonna help out neither one side at all. Some motherfuckers be honest about some shit.
Right.
So that's the best I can say, man. And
What would you do to impact the community though, if you can?
nothing.
You ain't gonna do that?
There's nothing you can do. I'm just
So you gonna point out everything that's
nothing
wrong in the
it's nothing-
community,
it's nothing
but you wouldn't
can do.
help the
I'm telling
community.
you, dog. If all of us hit the light, is at $1 billion again for whatever.
Yeah.
If all of us hit that bill, we can all talk about, I'm gonna get the church
Right.
fixed. I'm gonna buy my
Exactly.
nigga will skip town and go to Aruba
You hear
and
me?
say fuck everybody.
Literally.
I'm just being honest. Like we don't hold ourselves accountable for nothing. So
Right.
you can't fix nothing. Just the way it works.
Yeah.
Now you got some. I say on the low, probably 10% black people was real. We help each other out. The rest of 90, good luck, my nigga.
So
Just
how
being
would you
honest.
impact that 10 then?
That's what I'm saying. Instead of getting back to the charity, get back to the hood.
Yeah.
And then on top of you can have church all you want, but they gotta be people willing to listen and do what's in the Bible, not just talk about it. Like the strippers who come on here who strip at night and come to church in the morning.
Yeah.
Those they can't do that. If you're
Right.
gonna follow the word all the way through. Don't pick and choose because we got that bad in the black community. We read every page to 53 talking about dealing with yourself, then they skip all the way to 102.
Right.
Man supposed to protect, man supposed to provide. How you skip 50 pages and forgot about read about yourself?
That's deep.
One supposed to nurture. You need to read about yourself, bro. Just what it
Right.
is. And niggas ain't finna do that, man. I'm telling you, they not, dog. I'm telling you, it's fucked up, but it's true.
Yeah.
So we can start any little Black Lives Matter. We can start any GoFundMe, whatever, a fish fry, whatever. Niggas ain't doing it, man. It's fucked up, but it's true.
Okay.
I had to make. So I think once you make peace with that, things will be all right.
All right,
I
cool.
agree actually with you.
Take it to Reese.
I ain't even gonna lie, I do agree with you. It's almost kind of like a lost cause, and
It
it's
really
it's also like I feel like we talk about the community so much, but to me it just seems as if black people don't even like black people most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
So the idea of saying that we all gonna come together in this kumbaya moment
Ain't
is
happening.
almost,
Laughable.
yeah, it is.
It's laughable,
In a sense, it is, because if we don't even want to live in the same neighborhoods as our people, quote unquote, then what makes you think that we're gonna come together to actually try to do something or start a revolution? In what I would say. So as far as just like
Makes-
even like the charities, when you were saying that Steve Harvey or whatever they give to these charities, it's because the black community, quote unquote, there's no order, there's no hierarchy. So who are we supposed to donate to or give these funds to in order for it to be distributed out amongst
That's true.
communities? There's no
There's
order.
nobody, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to where there's just no order. It's just us saying that we a black community and that's it.
That's
all
it.
because we black
That's true.
and we don't even.
You have to walk to somebody's
Yeah.
door
You
and
know
actually
what I
give them
mean?
$100,000, basically.
Yeah, you
That's
would
basically
have
what you
to.
do. You rather like, here you go, man. I don't even know you, but here you go.
Exactly.
And
So-
unfortunately, we don't have that because when structures were put in place to have organization in history, what has happened? You know what I'm saying? It's either been bombed, drowned, okay? So we can't just say, you know, we don't have nothing in place, but at some point people done just got tired, you know, and I don't say that I don't want to say that a certain race of people is just doomed, because it's not just everybody. You have to fight for greatness within you, you know,
Right.
and hopefully you find your tribe of people that's going with you.
So I'm just gonna
We
say
do.
this. I'm sorry.
You
Go
know?
ahead. No. I don't want to
No,
block
I
your
was just
wisdom.
gonna say that I agree with Dre when he was saying that you have to literally start from home. I mean, that's
real.
that's even a
Yeah.
spiritual aspect.
And that's what I was just finna say.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what I was
always
just finna say.
starting from
You got to.
yourself, because you can't be of service to anyone else if you're not service of yourself.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So if you have the lack of that in your home, there's no way that you can go out and say, I'm finna help the babies or I'm finna help these homeless people. You haven't even done that for the people that you know. You know what I'm saying? Your sons or nephews or
For
nieces
the people
or
that call
whatever.
your phone every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You haven't done anything for them, but you want to go out and say that you want to help a whole community. It just doesn't seem
If that's not a characteristic of you,
yeah.
you're not going to get anywhere.
And that's some of the problems with the church, you know what I mean, that people have with the church. is that people
say
they
ouch.
act like they in church so much, but still they're not walking.
Not real.
You know what I
Right.
mean, the way in which that they need to walk. So it's like me and God, we tapped in. We like super tapped in. You know what I mean? But everything I do through my life, through my actions, show that I'm tapped in with God. You know what I mean? Not just me saying that I am, you know what I mean, but how I walk. I walk like I'm tapped in with God. And not because I do every single thing in the Bible, it's
Right.
because I understand that He is the source and everything else is a resource. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the community, though, I do feel like she just reiterated, it just come from you yourself. You know what I
Right.
mean? Now, I do think something interesting is thinking about reparations. You know what I mean? Because that's been a big push and a big talk. You know
Never
what I
gonna
mean?
get it.
As far as reparations,
We
it
never
may
gonna get
possibly
it.
come, but if it does come, because you just said, I think one of y'all just said, you know, if go knock on the door, give somebody
Oh, yeah.
$100,000. If that happened, do y'all think that the state of our community would change?
Hell no.
If they
No.
if they knocked and they said, everybody
no.
$100 for you right here.
They finna go buy the
Would
biggest
our community improve?
100-pound lobster
I say
and
for some.
You said 100 pound
So
lot.
for some
be
that would work, but not a lot though.
Silly.
Because you gotta think, you get that amount of money to a bitter, depressed, angry baby mama. What you think she gonna do? BBL for everybody.
she's probably not going to make the best financial
No, 'cause she
decision
already
Right.
angry. You
with
can't give
it,
an
you know,
angry
but
person money,
I'm
they
just
gonna
not
do
going to
something
just
stupid.
Right.
say it's just going to be this a black woman. Just if
Right.
you give it to a person who is not good with money
Well,
in
I
general, they're
mean-
going to blow it.
I mean, let's just be honest.
They're
I
going to
mean,
blow it. They're going to go to the Gucci
if
store
you, if you
or
look at
the whatever
single-family
stores.
homes, there's not such thing as single-family homes with a father. That's called a family home. So
Right.
since there's more single-family homes, that's what they're gonna go to first.
Yeah,
Right.
it
I
just
think it's
depends on that
bullshit. Don't
person.
get me wrong, but majority of women who had a child out of wedlock or whatever did not make the best decisions already.
Mm-hmm.
So the ones who did make good decisions, they probably don't get them 100,000 no time soon.
True, and we could
But
say that about the
but
men
way
who
that
had sex
the way
with them
that
as
people wanna
well.
keep us all confined. Look at North County. If I give this broke angry bitch some money, she gonna still stay here. Oh, she gonna go buy an Escalade and a big screen TV, but she ain't finna go buy no property. He a property guy.
If you're
He
not
she
good
gonna call
with,
Dre and say,
if
"Buy
you're
some
not
property?"
good with
No.
$100, you're
That's
not going
what
to be
I'm
good with
saying. So money
$1,000.
don't
You're not
change
going to be
you.
good
It
with
just heighten who
100,000.
you as a person.
Let's hear out. I'm gonna hear out.
No, I'm just saying, if you're not good with $100, you're
Right.
not good with $1,000,
Yeah, that's
nor
what
will
I'm
you be
saying.
good with $100,000.
Yeah.
If your mentality is not of growth,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you're not gonna know like what to do with it when you get it. And I think that's what's going on
Mm-hmm.
in most of these communities. They're just tired, and then they feel like, or well, they've been pushed labels and all of these things. They might take it and use it on the wrong stuff
for sure.
instead of actually building things of value.
For real.
Those clothes,
'Cause
those
you
all
could-
of
you
that
could be
mess
of value
don't
without
mean
having
nothing.
$100,000.
Well,
Exactly,
Well,
but
let-
it,
let-
it goes on how you use that.
The money.
Well, let me say this, because I'm on her side with this right here, man. I do feel like if I feel like black women are the most educated, the strongest. Hold on now.
I ain't saying nothing.
They make
Something in
up
my
more entrepreneurs. They make up more new entrepreneurs every year than any other.
And we
race.
know why.
Hey man, slow down for a second. What I'm saying is, I feel like if reparations was dispersed and the black women were the first to get it, I feel like it's gonna be more businesses open. I feel like it's gonna be more wealth accumulated. I think these niggas is bullshitting. These niggas is on some bullshit. They on some bullshit. But as far as our black women, man, I support them. I feel like they on their shit. I feel like these black women is really on their shit. Now, if you're talking about relationship, well, I'm not biased. If we talking about relationship wise, yeah, relationships can get sticky. It's hard for everybody. But as far as taking care of business and handling these kids, man, the average man couldn't even do what a woman
How
does.
come he can't?
I can't do that shit.
How
man.
come?
I can't do it.
Cause-
You can't speak for everybody. Nah,
please,
disagree.
please give me $1,000 and let me show you what to do with it.
I give women
Please.
the utmost.
disagree.
I put
'Cause
them at the
please.
top of the motherfucking
I
pyramid.
disagree.
'Cause
Because
I
as a
don't-
man, I could not
I
do it.
disagree.
I could not walk the same path that a woman walks. We can't even fathom.
Because you live
what
in
women
logic.
go
They don't
through.
live in logic world. So yeah, I
Again,
totally agree.
You
That's just what we
know
gonna agree
what
to
to
disagree.
do
there
with
you
We
go.
gonna
it.
agree
Agree,
to disagree
disagree.
right there.
You're
And that's
already
fine. We
there.
can do
Applause
I
that.
feel like
But yeah.
Too many voices. Too many
Black
voices.
women
know.
is on point.
Yeah,
many
you
voices.
know, like where you are geared to go and you're business minded.
Mm-hmm.
However, you got Joe Blow on the street corner who he ain't done nothing and don't aspire to do
Mm-hmm.
anything. You give him $100,000, what he going to do?
Fuck it up.
Jordans, car.
Yeah,
you know,
like
he's
most
not going
niggas
to
do.
think to get him a roof. He's not going to think to invest anything, start a business, something that's going to build
I got a
residual.
question though. Where
None
do
of
you got
that.
the attitude from? Thank
Just
you.
period.
Next question.
Where he
His
get,
mama.
I
That's
mean,
where he got it from.
he may not have got it
Because when
from
you-
his
when the
mother. He may
doctor
not
say
have
her
known
man
his
bring
mother.
your
Hold on.
baby,
Too many
and the
voices.
baby around you 90% of the time, they're gonna pick up everything you do. So if you do laundry and you also cook at a restaurant, guess what your child gonna do? Hustle. But if all you
They
do is
may.
complain to our niggas ain't shit, what do you think mentality gonna get that child?
They may, but what if he didn't know his mother?
If
What
you
if
didn't know-
something
whoever-
traumatic happened to him
whoever-
and it went our
whoever-
way?
Whoever, it don't matter if it's the dude. Just
Life
because two people in the
happens.
house don't make you a good child either. But I'm just saying, whoever you're around majority of the time, that's who you're gonna turn out to be. And if you ain't got nobody, then you're gonna be a loner. You're gonna do everything on your own. You're gonna do a lot of failure. A lot of failures gonna happen because
Okay.
nobody came and say, "I got you." Don't go this way. Go this way. Don't go the way. Ain't nobody really doing
And I can
that.
agree with you about
So that's
50%
what I'm saying.
of that.
So if you get a child that same opportunity with people guiding him to some one person doing it, because most mothers work a lot. Say she is a good mama and she got 3 jobs. How you teach your son to do math? You're not there.
Mm-hmm.
And then at school, he black. They really ain't trying to. Trust me, I got in college because I could play football. Trust me, if I was good at
Mm-hmm.
kickball, I wouldn't have made it.
Are there,
So, no,
are
that don't
there
happen.
more black professional men or black professional women?
Black fashion woman. I totally agree.
Okay, the point that I'm making is if they disperse some reparation money and that 100,000 hit a household, a mother with a household, she's gonna take that money and she's gonna do what she
Man.
needs to do to make sure that family is good. You get that money to a nigga, he gonna buy Jordans and all that other bullshit.
I don't
you
believe
talking
that with
about.
chicks
I
buy it.
absolutely
Hold on,
believe
Dre.
that.
So hold on.
That's
Before
on
you
the
go
man-
to the next
that's on the
question.
man if he
I
use
get-
his money to
I
try
agree
to
with you.
beautify himself
I
to
agree.
get more women. That's
But hold on.
ridiculous.
But you see chicks who work at Walmart buying different color weave, lashes,
That's on her.
makeup,
She work at Walmart.
and booty pads. They can't afford the BBL. They buy booty pads. So you don't think this bitch
and-
gonna take
and-
$100
and-
and get the real
Get the
thing?
gavel.
She's putting
Yes.
the
Hold
value in
on.
her looks.
Let's get back on the
I'm
topic.
talking
We got a
about
few more
women are
minutes.
Putting the value in education.
No,
in
no,
their family.
we're not hating
That's not
against the
women.
women who work
That's
at
a
Walmart,
lot of women.
but because my mom worked at Walmart. But
I'm not
I get the
knocking
mentality
Walmart.
that you're
I'm not
talking
knocking
about.
Walmart.
I get
I'm
it.
saying
She can work here.
most women is on their shit, bro.
Thank you.
That's
Most
me-
women on
Oh.
their shit, bro.
Let's-
Most women on their shit.
let's
man.
wrap it up, though.
Okay.
Not relationship wise,
Right.
man. I'm talking about.
I know they hard
just-
relationship.
I'm
We know
talking
that.
about
Okay.
just handling their business and
Right.
taking care of the motherfucking kids, man.
Right.
But
That
niggas,
shit's
niggas do
serious.
that all the time too, though. They don't
Not-
talk
not
about
so
it.
much, bro.
That was a question we had last week.
Let's wrap it
Right.
up, though, man. I got a couple more minutes.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so I want to touch on this one real quick, though. I'll give my answer real quick. I do think that the black community basically is failing a little bit, and the reason why it's failing is because of education of finances, though. That's what it is. I think if you look at like all the communities, black people make the most money, man. Think about it.
You think so?
I think we
stand
do,
on
bro.
those too.
I think we make the most money though, man. We
real.
don't invest our money right, and I don't think we taught investments at a younger age. If you go back, if you teach somebody at 5 years old, hey, you need to go and invest your money into this. Even if you get give them a dollar, you say, hey, for your bank account, every dollar I give you,
You're right.
I'll match you another dollar.
That's true.
You know, then they understand the importance of finances and how to invest and how to market their money and manage their money the correct way. I think the problem with us nowadays is we don't teach people that significant of finances, though. I think when we teach people nowadays how to be fly, how to get girls. You know what I mean? As a woman, we teaching her how to wear certain type of wigs and lashes and all. We teaching stuff that has no real substance. If you teaching somebody like, hey, this is what the housing market look like. This is how the stock market look like. Let me read you this motivational book. You know, stuff like that has substance that can impact them on the longevity of things and not on the right now thing. I think a lot of that stuff would change. But for my next question, dude, I do feel that I like to bring this to the panel, though. It's probably one we'll wrap it up with, too, though. I want to hear y'all views on basically dating a single parent in general, not a mother or a father. Do you think you being a person, let's say you don't have kids or you do have kids, and you go and date somebody that have a child, you see the dynamic of their household, do you feel like it's more pressure on you to be a provider or come in right away and kind of be that type of missing piece in that type of dynamic of the family? I'm gonna start with you, Reese. What you think?
I think men have more pressure when it comes to that, if I'm being honest. If they are going into a relationship or a situation where they're dating a single mother where she has 2 and 3 kids and the father is not present, then I think that they in a sense feel obligated to start doing things for the single mom or for the kids or take them on as their own, just because that's just how the household is supposed to look. Of course, if that's somebody that you see yourself and there's some longevity in it, I think that the men have a little bit more pressure on their backs to kind of take the kids under their wing, or you know what I mean?
Right.
More as a woman going into a situation where she's dating a single man with kids, because that's rare. That's rarely heard of. It's so rare that you meet a single man and he got kids and it's just him and the mom's not present. That's so
Right.
rare. So I think the men have it a little bit more tough than the women do.
Look at your question, Reese. In your situation, since you I don't want to get it wrong. You a lesbian or you bisexual? Which one?
I'm a lesbian.
Okay, by you being a lesbian, if you meet a chick that got 3 or 4 kids, do you have the same pressure as a man would?
I do, but
Okay.
that's just my nature, because I'm a
Okay.
nurturer. So I love kids.
Well, you're a Cancer, so yeah.
And so
that's what we do.
I always take the kids as if they're my own.
Now, will it hurt though if you build a relationship or rapport with them and y'all break up and you can't see that child no more? Do you feel like damn, that was a waste of my time, or you want to do it again, or what?
It doesn't hurt because I always try to maintain it. I haven't really dated many women with kids though,
okay.
for that reason. And the one that I have dated, that was years ago, and I still keep in touch.
Oh, do you?
So yeah,
Okay.
I'm not active because we're in 2 different states.
Oh, okay. But that play a role.
we still play Call of Duty together and
Oh, okay,
talk.
that's what's up.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
sweet.
I just don't date women for kids for that reason though.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't date women with kids?
Because I grow attached to children.
So the women that you date don't have kids?
Mostly, my current partner, she has 3, but they're adults. She's older. She's 41, so her kids
Oh,
are
I got you.
21.
I got
Oh, yeah, you ain't
You know
got
what
to
I
talk
mean?
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
No.
so-
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
But we talking about like 5, 6, 7.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then y'all break up when they turn 10 and 12,
See?
and that's that awkward moment,
I
like
haven't had that.
where you can't do nothing. You invested all this money and time in them, and you can't see them no more. So would
Yeah.
that hurt you just like it hurt us?
Absolutely,
Oh,
it
okay.
would.
Okay.
It would if that happened to me. It would.
But that's why most dudes don't want to date a single mother, because that right there. I've been down that road, that that stepfather road, whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That now is over. I didn't bought you tickets for the Six Flags and flew you out of town with your friends. Your mom done have at your bedroom set. I can't get none of that shit back now. Now you can't speak to her. Yeah, she mad at me, so you can't speak to the child. So yeah, I know that go.
What about you, Miss Panda? How do you
That
feel about it?
sucks. Me personally, I'm like pro family, so I'm okay. Like if a guy has children, I'm gonna respect the children, but I also believe that you should not, soon as you start talking to somebody, bring your children into that right away. Okay. Give it some time before you introduce somebody to your kids.
Right.
And that's hard, because I've been on that end. I've also been on the end where I didn't have kids either. And I was okay with talking to a person who had children. I didn't feel obligated to come in and feel like I got to be the mom or, I know a man right now, he's looking for a mother for his daughter. He has a little girl. But I'm like, be careful. With that. So I go over there, do her hair and talk to her, but I try not to like attach too much to that. Yes, if I had to stop talking to the person, I got attached to the kids, I probably would be upset. I would feel some kind of way, but I wouldn't take it real hard. I'd just be like, damn, But it's like you don't, I don't know, it's like just a tricky thing.
Right.
But
But
I'm
would
not
you provide
opposed.
for his kids though?
I would, and I have been in a situation where I was like running or trying to get clothes or whatever they needed. If that parent is crappy, then it might go separate ways. But it's just unfortunate that if it goes sour, that other person who has invested time, money, they can't talk to the kids or even just say hello. It's wrong to me.
That makes a lot of sense. Appreciate that answer. What about you, Dre?
Man, yeah. I mean, that's interesting, man. First and foremost, most women that you deal with gonna have some kind of kid once you get to a certain age. Once we get grown, they all have some kind of kid. But me personally, yeah, if I'm dealing with you, every resource that I have, I'm gonna extend to you and your kids. But you know what? But listen though, it really boils down to a lot of women. You have to really raise your kids and make them good kids. Right, so if I'm dealing with a woman and I meet a girl and I really like her, her conversation is good, her mind is good, and I meet her kid and her kid is well behaved and the kid is a good kid,
right?
And, just listen and you know what I mean. And it's like, oh, okay, little man, what I mean? Little homie,
Hard to find.
You know what I mean? And
Hard
you
to
see
find.
that, and so we talking about the fruit falling from the tree, right? So it's a lot of women, I'm not finna woman bashing nothing, but it's a lot of women that they think that they are so high up on this totem pole, but their children are having so many problems, right? And so it's like, you can't be the shit unless your kid the shit too. Unless we have some kind of mental problem or something like that, then hey, or some kind of debilitating disease or something, okay. But if your kid is healthy, perfectly healthy, and you think you the shit, then your kid should be too. So wherever your presentation is, when I meet your kid, I should say, all right. Then I should feel like I'm a part of something. Now I feel like I'm stepping into something that's, you done already did the groundwork, and I'm just coming in, and I'm like, okay, I can add to this. Opposed to coming into a drowning situation, and you have no control over your kids, your son doing this, your daughter dressing crazy, she out, you know what I mean, sneaking out the house, and then I'm on the other end of the phone, just kind of listening to all of your
watching on FaceTime.
You're like, oh my God.
I'm just listening to
how
all
quick
of
can
it,
I run?
and I'm thinking like, how can I help? But like, is it even worth helping? And then I'm like, you know what I mean, opposed to someone talking about, you know what I mean, a mother saying, hey, I gotta take my kid to school, they football practice, dance practice, and I see that you working. I'm gonna say this real quick, and I'm gonna land my point. And I see that a woman is working, like she's working, she dropping the kids off, she picking them up, she's doing everything that she can do. When I look at that, I say, oh yeah, what can I? Hey, listen, let me help you out with that. Let me send you a cash out. Let me do that, because now I feel like it's already something that's going, and I can jump in and I can help, opposed to just dealing with somebody who personal life is in shambles because she haven't taken the time to be a parent properly. Right, and that happens without me. Without any man. See, these women, they not take. once you have a kid, man, you don't have.
Man.
See, I think the biggest thing
You don't
is,
wanna
and
say
I'm done.
it.
Look. Biggest thing is, and I'm done.
I'll
I'm gonna
say
this.
it.
The biggest thing is, and I'm done, is that, you know what I mean? It is a fairy tale that some women have that feel like they can keep on chasing this knight in shining armor and all of that. But once you have a kid, you done sold that ticket off. That ticket is gone. That kid should be the most, and let me say this, listen, that kid should be the most important thing. When you meet a man, and a man meets a woman and he sees that she is locked in completely on her kid, right? And she sees, and he sees like, oh man, she's a good, he can barely even pull her away. And if he in the time that he do spend with her, when she come away, it's so good because it's like, oh man, I know that this is a real woman.
Right.
She ain't playing around. She on her. A man will start gravitating towards that. You know, he'll start moving towards that because now he's looking like this is something of quality.
Right.
Opposed to a woman constantly dishing off her kids, dropping them off, you know what I mean, at the mama house, the granny house,
Right.
and he looking at your life like, damn, you been out 2-3 times this week, you out drinking. And he just looking at it. He ain't gonna say nothing because he fucking. He gonna say nothing because he fucking, but he not finna buy into that. But when a woman is on her motherfucking shit and she put the kids first, and she put companionship where companionship can fit in, but the kids is first, man, that man is gonna stop everything and say, man, how can I get in with this ship that's rolling right here?
Right.
Right. So all I'm saying is, as a man, when I step in, I'm definitely looking to help. I'm 100% looking to help. God then fill my cup.
Right.
My cup keep running over. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I keep my hands open like this. So it's going this way and it's going back and forth.
Right.
And God keep on filling me up. So of course I'm going to help the kids and all of that. But the point that I was making about the woman, that's serious. If I see you not doing that, then yeah, I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to slide back and stay in my lane and just watch the show. Like watching Love and Hip Hop. I'm just going to watch it. Because this is a shit show without me. I ain't got to be in here to see all of this shit that you got going on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
She coming back around the mountain. Hey, big head.
Right.
Get this shit in there.
But that's not all women though. That is just
I don't know now.
That's pretty interesting. What about you, Big G?
95%, huh?
What about you though?
Been there, done that before. So it's an age thing. So if you met a woman, her like you say, you met a woman, and her oldest child is, her youngest child 17, rest older. You really ain't got nothing you gotta talk about but Christmas gift for real. Like there's really nothing to talk about. But if you meet a woman got a 7-month-old or a 7-year-old, yeah, it's gonna be a motherfucker. But like Dre said, that how she conduct herself, like I've been saying for years, however she act, the kid gonna act.
Right.
So the mama messy, kid gonna be messy, just the way it work. So and providing, it's a sticky situation, again, because it's like, what is enough? Because you got a good heart like a cancer, we'll spend our last dollar for Christmas or a birthday, whatever.
Right.
Then you got some motherfuckers that don't even celebrate Christmas. So now you got two motherfuckers want to do something, somebody who don't. So it's like it's real
Right.
touch and go with shit like that. But I just think in that situation like that, man, I'm always have to blame the mom. Just what it is.
Right.
She made this situation, so it's like she need to be a little bit more nicer. She need a little bit more like listen more. She needs to be a little bit more content and compliant, and things will work out. But that'd be the problem, because they feel like the kids. If you got kids already talking about you ain't my daddy or you ain't my mama, it's gonna be a problem. So basically, it comes to just a fuck thing, and women hate being in the fuck thing. But you, like you say, you had the golden ticket. You said, "Fuck, I'm gonna keep this one." So you gotta get that ticket away. A lot of women feel like, hey, it's still some hope. You gotta find a nigga who cool with a baby who got a chick that can't kill another baby. Then, like you said, if I sit down and talk to your son, you're like, yes sir, and this, cool. But if he's saying if he got a purse on, he got flip flops on and a hoodie, it's 100 degrees outside with a Pooh Shiesty mask on, it's just sex. No dude think you can't change that, bro. A nigga would try, but a real nigga like, nah, it's just a fuck around thing, and she want more than that because she feels she deserves more. She's owed that much. She's entitled. No, you're not. Once you start having a lot of kids, a lot of baby daddies, you are so behind the 8 ball right now. Like, it's so hard. Now you kind of gotta take what you can get.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's fucked up, but it's true. It's like a nigga with a little dick and can't suck pussy. You
Right.
gotta take what you can get. You can't be like,
That's
oh, I gotta
interesting.
have Beyonce. No,
Right.
you don't.
Right.
No, you don't.
Right.
You don't deserve that. So we got, like I said, other
Yeah.
question. We need to stop lying to ourselves and live in reality.
I got you though.
Stop it. Whoever out there, stop it.
Right.
Shit getting ridiculous.
So I do feel that what everybody's saying around the table. I do feel like it is a lot of pressure when you actually have to date somebody who has a child. I think a person don't put it upon you, But when you enter that situation, you already know what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? They gonna tell you the dynamic. Hey, the dad ain't at home. You
She ain't
know
gonna
what
say
I
she
mean?
ran them off though. She
You ain't gonna tell the truth,
Yeah,
you know. But she gonna tell you her version of the story. You know that might be her truth though, man. So they gonna tell you the dad ain't around, or he in jail, he deceased, he whatever XYZ, and you gonna instantly come in, and next thing you know, you like her, you fucking her, you gonna eventually start buying Happy Meals. You know, changing a few diapers. You know what I mean? You know, sitting there playing the game with little dudes and stuff like that. I mean, good or not, if you fuck with her, you gonna fuck with her long way. It just depends on your levels. It just depends on your levels, though.
Lying, Joe, but I'm listening.
It depends on your levels, man. Cause you can fuck with somebody, you can instantly kick it with them. They got a good soul, good heart. You like, damn, let me step into that situation and let me help them. It just depends on where your heart at. Now, if you
Even
feel
her pussy trash.
I think even her pussy trash. Some people, it's not about sex to some people though, man.
Come get him,
I think you gotta look at everything because what happened if her pussy trash, but she got a bag though.
Who cares?
So to some people that matters. She might have
She
a
gonna-
platform.
we gotta
She
cheat
might
on
could
them.
take you to the next level.
She
She can invest into you though.
But you gotta cheat on her to get your
It don't.
satisfaction. Then she'll get mad.
You
because
some
you cheated.
people-
So it's like
You will walk into that situation. And you will sit there and say you'll read the room. Oh, this is actually a good opportunity right here. Let me not fuck this up.
But she gonna
you know,
but she gonna
you know
wanna
that, man.
fuck though, Joe, and it's trash.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that way of thinking, man. Subscribe a man
Yeah.
looking at a woman and trying to figure out how he can manipulate the situation. Man, just be a man. Do what you can do for yourself,
Right.
and add some value to the situation.
Right.
You know, I hate when men do that though. You know,
Right.
what I mean? And I can't act like I ain't never did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I grew out of it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And so I'm in a different place right now. But I mean, you're gonna always be in a messed up situation if you looking at somebody and trying to figure out how you can make your move on
Right.
what they got going on. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's gonna so if good sex is important to Greg, of course it is, right? Ding
Yeah.
ding, that's what he want.
Right.
If that's important, so if he puts himself in a situation where the
Right.
good sex isn't there because
Yeah.
of all of this other stuff, then it's not gonna work.
It's
out.
not gonna work out
It's
for
not gonna work out.
So I'ma cheat on
You know
him.
what I'm saying? So
Right.
he gonna cheat or whatever is going on. Me
Right.
personally, I have a guideline of
Right.
what I need. You know what I mean? Because I'm living in my purpose
Right.
every single day. So when I meet somebody, I'm looking to see what are you doing to live inside of your purpose?
Right.
I'm not looking to see how I can drive your car, drop you off to work.
Them used to be the days,
none
boy.
of that. Them used to be days. I ain't thinking about none of that. I'm
Yeah.
just thinking about
Man,
how
this be
we
the
can help
shit.
each other.
But yeah, so that was a very good conversation around the room. Once again, you know, it's always nice, you know, kicking it with Greg, Dre, Miss Panna, and Reese joining us for this lovely podcast today. Be back on Thursday at 11 a.m. Have Tori here, maybe have somebody else here with Tori, and see how we go from there, though.
And we are doing a casting call for the blind date. So either inbox me or call that number I posted.
Yeah, and so
And we will pay for the date.
right,
Not Capital Grill,
A
but we'll
blind
pay
date.
for it.
right.
God.
No Red Lobster.
No real lobster.
No Red. Got to put that.
Maybe Morton's.
No Olive Garden.
Hell no, that's how too.
No one
What did you
plate.
say?
Right,
you say?
2 for 20s at Applebee's.
What
you say?
2
What
for
did you say?
20s at
Olive
Applebee's.
Garden.
Yeah, Olive Garden, Applebee's,
No
Right.
all the
Applebee's.
bougie bitches,
Oh
TGI
my
Fridays.
God.
Right.
But we not spending
What
no
about
$300 on
Tuckers?
first
What about
night.
Tuckers?
All right, let's wrap
Tuckers
it up
Steakhouse?
though.
Tuckers is fire.
Tuckers is
I
fine. Let's
wanna
wrap it
go.
up though. So Thursday,
Like
please
mosey on
call
down.
in to this number 515-599-16.